Families are a voluntary adoption agency and we're based in the East Midlands in Nottingham. Yeah.
So we cover all areas of the East Midlands, really. We generally work within an hour and a half kind of radius. But yeah, Nottingham, Leicester, Derby, Lincolnshire, lots of places. Oh yeah.
We've been Ofsted rated how many times, Greg?
Is it 4?
I think it might be 5.
No. I think it's 6.
Oh, wow.
6 times Ofsted rated outstanding, which is not an easy achievement, but we're very proud of ourselves for that one.
Oh yeah, founded in 1948, so we've been going for 70 years.
72?
72. Quick maths. So essentially the people that can't adopt are people that are under the age of 21,
Mm-hmm.
people that have got a serious conviction against children.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to be a resident in the UK.
Yep. You have to have a spare bedroom.
That does help.
And we also look. There's no health condition that rules you out necessarily, but we look at your health as part of the assessment. We need people who are fit and healthy and can parent a child all the way through into adulthood, really.
Yeah.
I
think there's a lot of misconceptions about who can adopt and who can't, but most people can, in the sense that you can be single.
Mm-hmm.
We accept applications from all people in terms of sexuality,
yeah, ethnicity, religion. In fact, in terms of sexuality, we're one of the leading agencies, really. We are, I think, twice the national average in terms of approved adopters who are LGBT.
Yeah. Which we're very proud of.
Yeah, although we used to be the Catholic Children's Society, we're not limited at all by our religious roots. We accept people from all faiths. We have many adopters from all different backgrounds. So you can adopt with us. So the process, it really starts with hopefully you guys coming to one of our open evenings, which we do every first Thursday of the month. Sometimes we do extra ones as well, just at various times.
I think adopters find those really useful because it's just a chance to get a feel for our agency, what we have to offer. There will be social workers there, a manager there. We do presentations, sometimes visiting adopters come to the first Thursdays as well. And quite often we have a social worker from the local authority who will come to talk about the kind of children that are waiting to be adopted, because we have really good partnerships with other local authorities. So we really just talk you through the process at the first Thursday. And I think people often find that we offer a very personable service, so you're not considered to be a number. It's very sort of friendly and sort of laid back atmosphere.
We, all being well, would then we would do an initial inquiry with you where we would find out much more about your own unique circumstances. We would do that on the phone, and we would send you lots of information. We've got an information pack that we can send you as well.
And then you come in for an interview, don't you, prior to commencing stage 1, just so we can get to know you a bit more, really. And just so you can see whether you want to progress with us as well in terms of what we offer. And then following that, you can come into stage 1 of the process after the...
So in order to come into stage 1 of the process, you would have to submit a registration of interest, and that's the point at which you become one of our families. So if you've been considering any other agencies, which is absolutely... I would say a good thing to do, really, because it's important that the agency is right. But once you submit a registration of interest, then you enter our process and you become one of our stage 1 families.
Yeah. So then within stage 1, that's approximately 2 months, you would come along and do our stage 1 workshops, which are half a day, and you do those workshops, don't you, Greg? And then you also have a stage 1 visit as well, where a social worker will come out to see you at home, talk through any of your homework, any things that have come up for you in the workshops, and then you have all your background checks as well in stage 1 of the process, and then we do hold an end of stage 1 review just to sort of check in with you and see where you're at. And then that leads on to stage 2 of the process, which takes approximately 4 months. That's where you have 3 full-day workshops, and you would commence your home study home study assessment with your social worker, which would be sort of 8 to 10 weekly visits, which inform your prospective adopter report, which we call a PAR, that goes to panel.
There's no cost to all of this process. You don't have to pay us a penny. The only cost that you incur, the only thing you have to pay for, is a medical. So you do a medical in stage 1 with your GP. GPs charge different rates depending on your GP, but we use that medical to inform us what your health is going to be like. So if you have any health conditions, that helps us to just get a medical opinion on how suitable you will be to
which
adopt.
We share with our medical advisor.
We have our own medical advisor who helps us with that stuff.
And then at the end of stage 2, that's when you would be presented to panel. So you would have panel here at our office, very friendly panel members.
Is panel scary, Alice?
Oh, I don't think so. I think they make people feel at ease and they feel relaxed.
Your social worker will be with you.
Yeah.
By the time you come to panel, all being well, you will have known your social worker for 6-7 months. So it'll be someone that knows you really well, and hopefully has built up a really nice and supportive relationship with you.
Yeah.
And that's the level of personal service that we like to offer, I think.
And then following approval panel, that then leads on to home finding, where we try and find you a suitable match. And we do provide a home finding workshop as well, which takes you through that process.
And Alice, you're one of our home finding specialists, and you do the workshops. Yeah,
so I take a lead on the home finding, and you'll be invited to profiling events and adoption activity days, but we take you all through that in the seminar so you know what to expect. And as well as the workshops during the assessment, we do provide other workshops that are useful to adopters around fostering for adoption, which you do, don't you, Greg? And also, if you're thinking about siblings, we do a sibling workshop as well to take you through that and what that might look like.
So although we are a voluntary agency and we're the only one in these Midlands at the moment, we do work really closely, don't we, with the local authorities. We have a really good partnership with not just East Midlands but some local authorities nationwide as well. Why should you come to us? Well, we don't have as many adopters on our books as, say, a local authority, but I think that means that we offer a really bespoke, really personal service, and we really get to know you. We offer a high level of sort of close service, and I think
that's what we're told by our adopters, aren't we?
That's what our adopters.
It tends to be sort of word of mouth. So once adopters come to us, they're told by other people that other people that might be interested in adopting. We're recommended to them basically through word of mouth.
Yeah. So the average age of a child waiting for adoption is about 3 years old. In terms of boys and girls, it's about even.
Well, I think boys are typically harder to place for some reason.
Yeah, there tend to be more boys waiting for adoption.
Yeah. I mean, it's not to say that we don't place younger children, we do, but I think the typical age is 3 years.
I think the reality is that adoption in the 21st century is about toddlers and school-age children much more commonly than babies. There are still a small number of young children who are placed with our adopters, but it's much more rare.
Yeah.
Great.
So we're conscious that there's a lot of information to take in, and if you're thinking about adopting for the first time, you'll be thinking, oh my goodness, like, what are they talking about? That's a lot of information, it's information overload, but at any point you can get back to us and contact us on our at our office, email us, and we'll always get back to you as quickly as we can. and a social worker will take you through the process, and we've got an information pack that we can share with you, and you can sort of like read that at your leisure as well.
Yeah. And even if you're not sure, you know, there's no commitment until you're much further along in the process. So at this early stage, please just get in touch with us. We would love to hear from you. If we can answer any questions. There's not much we don't know about adoption.
No. And we're really good at linking you in with other families that have adopted as well, and I think people find that really, really helpful, so that they can sort of advise you about what it's been like for them going through the process, and also what it's been like for them with having a child in placement as well.